game. It's a rich thing.
Hello guys, today in this video, we are going to help you to find out the best PS5 accessories in market. I made this list based on my personal opinion and I tried to list them based on their quality, durability, customer review and more. If you want to see their price and find out more information about them, you can check our links in the description below. Number 10. Backbone One X PlayStation. The Backbone One remains our favorite mobile controller, and now there's an officially licensed PlayStation version that adopts the Sony console's face buttons to make the transition feel a lot more natural. With your phone inside, the whole thing looks a lot like what we'd imagine a PlayStation Vita 2 might look like. Sony isn't pushing cloud gaming as much as Microsoft, but you can stream games from your PS5 to your phone via the PS Remote Play app. Once set up, you can play PS5 games on your phone without needing to manually turn your console on and switch between games remotely. The excellent Backbone app will also highlight new releases and games that support remote play. The Backbone app is an all-in-one launcher that aggregates all your games and platforms, plus the latest content, games and news, into one hub, even making recommendations about what to play. Number 9. Thrustmaster T248. You've gifted yourself Gran Turismo 7, but your DualSense controller just isn't cutting it, and that's where a solid racing wheel, like the Thrustmaster T248, comes into play, literally. It offers full support for the PS5 and provides all the handy controls that line up with those displayed in the game. So after a relatively painless setup, you'll be immersed in the action, feeling the twists and turns of the virtual road thanks to the 3 modes of belt and gear-driven dynamic force feedback. The Thrustmaster T248 includes a realistic, leather-wrapped wheel alongside a magnetic 3-pedal set with high sensitivity and 4 different pressure modes for the brake pedal. On the wheel, you'll get a variety of easy-to-reach buttons and magnetic paddle shifters for quick gear changes to stay in control of your car. Number 8. PowerA Twin Charging Station. As great as the DualSense controller is, it can run out of juice if you're playing a lot throughout the week. Remembering to charge it frequently isn't always the easiest thing to do either, and you never want to start a game session just to find out you're going to need to plug in the whole time. The officially licensed PowerA Twin Charging Station solves this problem, and on the cheap, too, as it costs under $20. Using the charging station is as simple as sliding the controller into the stand and snapping it down. So, instead of fussing with a USB-C cable after every play session, you can set your controller down at the end of the day with the knowledge that it'll be charged and ready for you the next time you're ready to game. And the PowerA Twin Charging Station is weighted, preventing it from toppling over, while the design matches the PS5 and DualSense controllers to keep a uniform gaming setup. Number 7. WD Black P50 Game Drive 1TB. If you're looking to add more storage to your PS5, using the console's additional M.2 slot for an internal SSD is the best option, but an external drive like the WD Black P50 Game Drive is your second best alternative. With it, you can store some of your older PS4 games. And while you won't be able to play PS5 games on the drive, it'll save you the trouble of re-downloading 100 GB of Call of Duty: Modern Warfare all over again. Now, the WD Black P50 Game Drive isn't some slowpoke hard drive, but a high-speed SSD that can hit transfer speeds up to 2000 megabytes per second. So, it'll quickly transfer your library between the internal and external storage or help speed up transferring your data from the PS4 to PS5. This drive comes in a few different capacities, from 500 GB to 4 TB, though the 1 TB and 2 TB should be plenty. The WD_Black P50 Game Drive SSD strikes the perfect balance of speed and performance. Number 6. Corsair MP600 Pro LPX. The PS5 only comes with a small amount of storage space, but luckily it has included a secondary M.2 SSD slot for a compatible SSD. Our favorite is the Corsair MP600 Pro LPX, which offers a 1 TB capacity that essentially doubles the storage that comes with the PS5. Once you simply slot it into its new home on the console, you'll be able to pack in a sizable library of PS5 games for quick and easy access. This speedy drive hits 7,100 megabytes per second read speeds, far exceeding Sony's second drive requirements to ensure you're never slowed by load times. And with 5,800 megabytes per second write speeds, you'll find your games save fast too. Heatsinks are essential for drives using Sony's secondary slot, and the Corsair MP600 Pro LPX comes with a heatsink on board guaranteed to fit and keep all your precious data safe. Number 5. PlayStation 5 HD Camera. Are you wearing the best gaming headset? Are you sitting comfortably in the best gaming chair? Do you have one of the best USB microphones hooked up and ready to capture every word you utter? Then you're almost ready to take the world of Twitch by storm. What's missing? How about a way of throwing your gorgeous mug on screen and showcasing all of your gaming drip and swagger to the world at large? The PlayStation 5 HD camera is a great and simple way to broadcast or capture yourself alongside your gameplay footage. Dual wide-angle lenses allow you to record full HD images and effortlessly overlay that footage over gameplay. The camera is also capable of upping the production level of your footage by chroma keying out your background if you make use of a green screen. While there may be a slight stigma in using your PlayStation 5 to broadcast gameplay, it does take much of the hassle out of live streaming. Number 4. Pulse 3D Wireless Headset. 3D audio isn't new, but it is new to the PlayStation 5. Last generation's Xbox One had access to Dolby Atmos, a surround sound technology that added height channels in order for sounds to be interpreted as three-dimensional objects. While PlayStation didn't follow in its footsteps until the PS4 Pro, the use of Dolby Atmos was only compatible with Blu-ray movies. However, when it came to the PS5, Sony had 3D audio for gaming at the forefront of their minds. Instead of adopting Dolby Atmos, Sony developed an entirely new proprietary 3D audio format. The result of which is Tempest 3D audio. The Pulse 3D wireless headset is the best way to experience the true potential of this new audio tech, as it delivers incredible soundscapes with crystal clear clarity. You can even alter EQ settings on the fly thanks to native options on your PS5, saving you the hassle of connecting to a PC like most other headsets. Number 3. PlayStation 5 Media Remote. Sure, it may not be the most exciting accessory, but that doesn't mean it isn't one of the better ones out there. The PlayStation 5 Media Remote is exactly what it claims to be, a media remote for the PlayStation 5. Its buttons and chassis match the overall aesthetic of the PS5 itself. It can even do all of the classic things you'd expect from a remote, such as inconveniently disappearing down the sides of your couch or suddenly reviving dead batteries because you pressed the buttons harder. Convenience is the thing to keep in mind when looking at this accessory. If you're a media junkie, you'll be well aware that the PlayStation has much more to offer than gaming. With a host of apps for both video and audio streaming services, your PS5 has real jack-of-all-trades entertainment potential. Number 2. WD Black SN850 SSD. Is this truly an accessory, or is it a much-needed upgrade? Who's to say, but I'm including it anyway. The WD Black SN850 SSD is the solution to your looming PS5 storage problem, and if you're not aware of that problem, take note of how many modern titles are routinely creeping towards 100 gigabytes in size. Games like Far Cry 6, Call of Duty, Warzone and Ark, Survival Evolved are all weighing in north of 90 gigabytes, and they're not even the heaviest hitters. Spider-Man Miles Morales Ultimate Edition requires an eye-watering 170 gigabytes alone. That brings us back full circle to the WD Black SN850 SSD. Western Digital's SSD was one of the first that met Sony's compatibility requirements for the PS5, and to this day it remains as one of the best options to choose from when it comes to expanding your storage. Number 1. PlayStation DualSense Controller. Sony's DualShock brand of controllers had been a staple of the iconic PlayStation style since 1997. Sleek, light and tactile, the DualShock was the king of console controllers for many. However, with the arrival of the PS5, Sony decided to retire the DualShock brand and unveil the all-new DualSense controller in its wake. A change like this isn't without its risks, and while some had their doubts, the DualSense has proven itself to be a worthy successor to the throne. Take everything you loved about Sony's DualShock 4, then cram it full of growth hormones and the best haptic feedback tech around. What results is one of the most immersive controllers to arrive to console gaming since the Wiimote. The rumble motors are replaced by dual actuators that offer an incredible range of dynamic vibrations. The all-new adaptive triggers add varying levels of force and tension to your in-game interactions. This new level of feedback can simulate a wide range of in-game situations, from the clash of swords to the feel of the terrain beneath the wheels in your favorite racing title.